All right, so we're coming back to our project a couple of weeks later. It's a lot greener out there. Ryan's not here this time. We're going to go ahead and finish his bench anyway, and then he can help me finish mine. So I've replaced this block that split on us. Hopefully we won't split it today with the last peg that has to go in it. And I've chopped the seats, cut the seats on each end of the riser here. One to go over the block, and the other to sit on the end of the bench here. And it took a little tweaking to get it to where it would sit flat without rocking. And now we are ready to peg the riser in place. I'll grab my brace and bit. I think I'll peg this end first. All right, we're all the way through. I've made these pegs slightly oval so that they'll push lengthwise on the grain, but they hopefully won't spread the grain this way, causing the board to split. So that's the theory anyhow. I don't like how that's feeling. My peg may be too tight, but we shall see. Why are we wobbly now? There we go. I'm going to go ahead and peg the top here so that it will stay put whilst I do that last peg down there. This is only going to get one peg. I think that's all that's necessary. And this is the one that I hope does not split. Trying to pick the least fat of these. All right, that's pretty solid. So by putting these pegs in at opposing angles, that basically locks the two pieces together where they don't want to like come apart vertically. They can't really. Whereas if they just both went in straight, it would be possible for the joint to loosen. Although I don't think it's likely. These pegs are really dry and tight-fitting. And as this continues to dry out, it'll only shrink tighter on the pegs. There we go. Beautiful. I cut too much off. I mean, I don't think it's too much, but I didn't account for something. All right. That's all they is and they ain't no more. Start about right there. We'll go 18 inches. 18 inches and 4 inches past. We can get away with 4 inches past the tenon. Gonna be interesting splitting with that knot in there. All right, we have a fully functional shave horse drawbench. So this appliance is most commonly known nowadays as a shaving horse or shave horse. But in 18th century literature, it's more commonly referred to as a drawbench. And this is a draw knife or drawing knife because you draw it towards yourself. Well, we have a functional drawbench.
Is that yours, Dad?
No, this one's for Mr. Ryan, but mine's going to be pretty much just like it, with a few slight differences maybe.
Is it finished?
It is finished.
Is it
We used some power tools here and there. We used a chainsaw to cut most of the bigger pieces of wood.
That handsaw.
Mm-hmm.